Hello, let me go over the solution for homework number 8. Uh, the homework number 8, we cover sort of the material for rate and vital statistics and sensitivity and specificity for a screening test. And so the first problem was we have this table. I ask you to calculate the crude rate. Basically, the crude rate, if you look at it, is 1,000, the total of debt divided by the total of population and times 1,000 would be 10, the correct answer. The next one was race specific death rate for white. We have 580 white, and the total population for white was uh, 60,000. So 9.7 was the correct answer. So again, here is the total population for white and other, and these are the total death for whole sample and then 584.20. So basically that's I did for white and other. Maternal mortality rate. Now, the again, we have here, you have to use the total live birth, 5,000, and we had one death. So that's the way you're getting total maternity death. Neonatal, again, mortality rate was 40 over 5,000. Again, we have under 1 year here, the total, and then total live birth, you're looking at it again. Fetal death ratio, again, the denominator still is total live birth. Cause of death ratio for cancer, we look at the total death from cancer over total of death times by 100, you get 20. For heart disease, we have 300 divided by 1,000, you get 30. So again, these are the total death we have 1,000. So basically, the important point is you have to make sure what you're using as your numerator and denominator when you're calculating different rate. So these are the correct answer as you see. Now, question 2, I ask you, we have 90,000 live birth in one state, and the population was 4 million, and the population for women between 15 to 50 were 1 million. I ask you to calculate crude birth rate and general fertility rate. So crude birth rate, we know its total number of live birth during a year, which is 90,000, divided by total population, which is 4 million times 1,000 was 22.5, the correct answer. General fertility rate is total number of live birth during a year. It's the same numerator. However, the denominator is total number of women of childbearing age, assuming it's 15 to 50 years old, 1 million, and is 90. So that's 90 is the correct answer. Now, the third question, we have breast cancer with the test, sort of some tests we had. These are the information we have. I asked you to calculate sensitivity, what it means, the specificity, what it means. So for sensitivity, if you look at A over A plus C, 900 over 1,000.9 is the correct answer. So you have the 900 over 1,000, and for specificity is 1895 over 2,000, which is D over D plus P, which is 0.9475 or 95. False positive is 1 minus specificity, which is 0.05. False negative is 1 minus sensitivity, which is 0.1. And positive predicted value is A over AB, 900 over 1,005, which is 0.8955. Negative predicted value is D over C plus D, which is 1895, 1990, which is 0.95. And so the correct answer for A part is 0.9. What it means we have 0.9, which is the ability of test single out people who had breast cancer. For a specificity, 0.95, which means the ability of tests to classify those who do not have the breast cancer as negative. So the test become negative. So again, false positive is 0.1, false negative 0.05. Predicted value we calculate 0.9. What it means, which means the probability of breast cancer among patients with a positive test. A negative predictive value means the probability of no breast cancer among patients with a negative test. So question 4, I ask you to calculate relative risk and odds ratio. Again, relative risk is probability disease given factor divided by probability disease given non-factor, which is 100 over 500, 10 over 1500, which is 29.85. And what it means those women who are a smoker are 29.85 times more likely to develop lung cancer compared to those who do not. So you go from factor to the condition or disease for relative risk. Odds ratio, on the other hand, the way you calculate either using the formula P probability or A times D over BC, which is 100 times 1490 divided by 14 times 10, 37.25. Now, the interpretation for odds ratio is from disease or condition you go to the factor. Remember, if the odds of developing lung cancer is 37.25 times higher for those men who smoke compared to those men who do not smoke. Again, there is a difference between relative risk. From relative risk, you go from factor to disease. Usually you do longitudinal cohort study to find there is the condition developed or not. However, odds ratio for case control study or cross-sectional study, you have condition and you go back to see if they were